Street Mini Pod. Today we're looking at Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Who are you going to call? Not this lot. Do you know why? Because there's too many of them. The franchise started with 4 main Ghostbusters. Now there's 10. Okay? That's too many for the old hearse, that is. Unless you get a couple lying down on the back. But it's too many main characters. To the point where some of them are pushed to one side. The characters that you have gone to the cinema to see might not feature enough. Paul Rudd's classic example there. Paul Rudd, great comedic actor. Really, really good. Criminally underused in this film. The arrival of Bill Murray in this film is heralded as the arrival of the Great White Knight. There'll be lots of kids going to see this film who won't know who Bill Murray is. And yeah, it's nice to have that ticking a box for fandom. But when it impacts on the overall feel of the film, it's almost like it's just, well, it's ticking boxes. It's saying, okay, what do we need next? Well, we need Sigourney Weaver. We can't get Sigourney Weaver. Let's get Bill Murray. Oh, he's a bit grumpy, though. Let's pay him a hell of a lot of money. I'm sure he'll smile for 5 minutes. And we go through this whole cycle. Old characters coming back in to the point where we are oversaturated with Ghostbusters and they start bumping into each other. You know, the reason that the big bad escapes is because there's too many people doing too many things. The storyline's fine. You know, it's New York under threat again from slimy-wimey ghosty woasties. And you know, the mayor isn't happy that the Ghostbusters are there. It's very reminiscent of Ghostbusters 2 in that way. But, you know, it's functional. There's very little peril. I know some people have said, oh, it's scary. No, it's not. No, it's not. There's not an ounce of scare in this. It's not a bad film, but it's not a good film. You know, it's a Saturday afternoon, a rainy Saturday afternoon. You've got a free ticket to go to the cinema, go and see this, or it's popped up on Netflix or your streaming platform of choice. Give it a watch there. I wouldn't say it was worth going out of your way massively to see it. You know, it's bound to end up on digital really, really quickly. You know, Patton Oswalt's in it. Patton Oswalt is a fantastic comedian. He's given nothing to do, you know. And that's a pity. I wanted to like this film so much because I liked, you know, the original Ghostbusters is, I can't say it's part of my childhood, but it's part of my much younger life. And I wanted to enjoy this film much more than I ended up doing, which is always a shame. Is it time to send the Ghostbusters off to the other world, to the realm? I think it is. You know, I can't see this film being massively financially successful. It certainly hasn't been massively critically successful. I just don't know whether there's enough room in the cinema slate for another film of this type, which doesn't give all of the incredibly talented people in there equal time to shine. You know, there's a lot of time spent on McKenna Grace, who plays Phoebe Spengler, and her interaction relationship with a girl spirit. You know, if you're gonna pitch your film at a young girl audience, then pitch it at a young girl audience. You know, that there's nothing wrong with that. But then don't throw Bill Murray on top of it because it just confuses everybody. Overall, it's an average film. It's not a bad film. I just don't want to be too harsh to it because I've got a soft spot. If you do see it, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it more than I did. I hope it ticks more boxes for you than it did for me. Not bad, average. Enjoy.